Hi Libra, welcome. So Libra, this is going to be your reading. I'm going to start with the spiritual general portion of the reading to see what energies you have coming in for you. And then I'm going to go into the detailed you versus them love portion of the reading. If you're only interested in the you versus them portion, feel free to click on the timestamp below and it'll take you straight there. So Libra, holy cow, I don't even need to get cards out yet. I've been trying to get to your reading like literally all day, but it's been a week full of, I don't want to even say a day full of, a week full of distractions, stalls, tensions. We are in a Mercury retrograde right now. So you may also be feeling this, just feeling like, you take a few steps forward and then you take a few steps back. And it's a little bit of like a frustrating energy, Libra. So let's see what else you have coming in. You have the card of empowerment, which I love this. So I feel like whatever you have going on, there is this empowerment coming through, making you stronger. And I'm getting the word capable. Understanding your own capabilities, but also understanding your own boundaries as well, Libra. There's a fine line, right, between wanting to do all versus taking on too much. And I feel like some of you are teetering there between like wanting to give all of you, but then almost taking on too much. So be careful with that, Libra. You are the sign of balance. So you, of all the zodiac signs, should know that balance is key. And what's also interesting about this card is it actually has the word overwhelming on it. So there's like an overwhelming feeling coming through. And in some ways it feels like a bit much, but in some ways it feels exhilarating because it's also empowering you at the same time. So, let's see what else we have coming in. I'm going to do some Osho Zen. Oh, that's not correct. Osho Zen cards and see what you can expect. You have the card of totality, the Fool. Now, this is really interesting, this combination here, and I'm going to show you what I mean in just a second. The Master. So, it's like, if you could see this card combination together, it literally looks like this guy is getting ready to jump off a cliff. And then you can see someone catching this person in midair. And I just got a song. It's Tightrope by LP. But it could feel like, you're getting ready to jump off a cliff, or I don't mean that literally. I mean like jump into action, jump into something. Some of you jumped into something and it feels a bit scary and it's kind of like feeling a little bit overwhelming to me. But it's like the universe is going to catch you, Libra. There's somebody waiting on the other side, ready to catch you here. And it's like you're not seeing the total picture yet of what's to come, but guaranteed this person is not falling into the abyss, right? There is a cushion here for you. There's also some sort of mastery that you're achieving during this time frame, and it has to deal with your spiritual self, and I guess experiencing like a new vantage point almost of yourself, a new perception, okay, of self. So let's go further and see what else we have coming through for you. I also had like a lot of energy earlier. Oh, as I yawn. And then like I almost feel fatigued right now, like super exhausted. So I don't know if y'all need to prioritize your physical health right now or get some sleep, but it does feel like a little bit of an exhausting energy here coming through. So, and why do I have the Little Mermaid song in my head? What does she say? Because I want to jump, I want to run, I want to play all day in the sun. Sorry, that was like my 5-year-old self coming out. Wish I could be part of your world. Wow, I know they just remade that movie, and pardon my Disney, that was my Disney voice. Don't judge. Okay, but part of your world, right? I'm thinking like back to that movie. What is she saying? She wants to be free. She wants to try something new. She wants to be part of someone's world. So all of that may resonate with you, Libra. So you have the Queen of Swords here and the card of Temperance, which this is all about like exuding your independence, not being afraid to speak your truth. It's very blunt energy, which I think suits you well, Libra, but also sometimes it can be a hindrance for you based on what mood you're in. So be careful, because I feel like if you are exhausted, you could easily get frustrated or hot-tempered is the word that's coming through. When really what you're looking for is a sense of peace, a sense of satisfaction in your life. But both of these cards are very independent. I can fill my own cup. I have enough to give type of energy, Libra. So let's see what else we have coming in. We're going to look at the head space, the heart space, and most likely outcome. All right. Stinking Disney song. Who didn't want to be the Little Mermaid when you were little? You know what I mean? All right, let's see. Headspace. What's going on here? 5 of Wands. I feel weak. It's weird. Like a weakness. All right, so let's see. 5 of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, and the 2 of Wands. So Libra, this is that, you know, tension that I felt earlier, that frustration where it could feel like, you know, you're swimming upstream almost. You can't really get ahead. This could also signify conflict, so be careful with that. On the other side of that, you have the Queen of Pentacles and 3 of Pentacles, which is like this very stable energy, very cooperative, collaborative environment available to you or around you. And then the 2 of Wands, which is kind of looking into the future, future planning, thinking about the future. Some of you, it's like, this could go 2 different ways here. You could either let the situation produce more empowerment for you by finding a way to look at what's working about the situation, or you could let this produce a lot of frustration for you by looking at what's not working about your current situation. So it's all a matter of focus. It's all a matter of perspective. And I feel like you know this, right? Let's go further. It's almost hard for me to even concentrate. Like I can't even tell you what I'm feeling right now, but it doesn't feel great. I honestly feel just like going to sleep right now. 5 of Cups. Kind of like giving up. You know what I mean? Like I just give up. Like that type of feeling. Ooh, 4 of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. 2 of Swords, King of Swords. Well, here we go. So in the emotional space, Libra, this is definitely what's draining you. It's this sense of loss. Some of you feel like you've lost your freedom. Tricky, tricky, tricky. Why would you feel that way? It could be because of an outside circumstance that's putting you in this place where you feel like you're out of control maybe, or that you don't have control over a situation. But Spirit is wanting you to empower yourself to see the fact that there's something to master here. There's something to learn, and universe has your back. So you're not seeing the big picture just yet. Something that seems like a challenge, okay, or maybe you're thinking about it in a very challenging way, actually has the opportunity to transform, okay, into something fruitful, something that can work for you if you work with it. You know what I mean? as opposed to against yourself. And some of you are working totally against yourself and it's completely exhausting you. There's like this hardening showing up in the heart space too. Like, ooh, Libra, watch it. Because listen, if somebody does have the audacity, you know, to get into it with you, I feel you being quite brutally honest. You know, to the point of like, you know how us air signs can be. Like, I don't consider myself a cruel person at all, but I am a triple air sign. I'm an Aquarius sun, Libra moon, Libra rising. And man, if I really get pushed into a corner, you don't really have to worry about, you know, fists flying. I'm not like a physical person, but I might tell you some things about yourself that you don't really like. And I don't, you know, like, I don't even feel like we mean to do it as air signs. I know I don't intentionally do it, but it's like, we run on intellect, we run on logic, we're air. So don't ever think that you're going to outsmart or outtalk an air sign, you know, especially Libra. Libra, you've weighed out every pro and con. You probably even weighed out how they could argue back with you and what your response would be. You know, us air signs will be running a situation to death in our heads. You're not going to catch us off guard. You know what I mean? And like, well, now I feel like I'm promoting this. I'm not. But you know, you just have to laugh because we all have faults and we all have triggers. And I feel like this is a trigger for you. Like, it's like unbeknownst to whatever or whoever's triggering you, you know, you got the knife here. It's not literally, but figuratively. And the blade is your tongue. Okay, so be careful. Anyways, there's something here that's trying to change. And for some reason, you're not really allowing yourself to fully embrace this change or to go with this. And I feel like it's out of a lack of trust or a fear that maybe you've jumped into something that you cannot get out of, and that's never the case, or that you jumped into something that's not for you or not good for you, and that's also never the case, because whether you like or dislike where you're currently at in your life, it's for a purpose, right? There's always a purpose, and the purpose is for your expansion, growth, and joy. But if you're not pointed in the direction of expansion, growth, and joy with the way you're thinking about it, you're going to meet a lot of resistance. It's going to feel terrible. It's going to feel like you're fighting the circumstances of your life, but the circumstances of your life are here and happening for a reason, and it's for your highest good. And instead of, you know, fighting the current, they want you to go with the current by going into a place of acceptance. This is what life has given me, and I'm going to find some sort of acceptance or satisfaction with this and let the current carry me into my next chapter, which will inevitably be better than the place that I'm standing in. I'm getting reminded about, it's a spiritual teaching. I don't remember. I think it was Eckhart Tolle. It was not his original story. But it is a spiritual teaching. But maybe we'll get into that. It's a long story. Maybe we'll get into that later. If I feel called to go back to it, I will. But essentially, the spiritual story is about accepting whatever comes to your door. Because whatever comes to your door, law of attraction brought it to you, which means it's a gift to you. But it's your choice, because you have free will, whether you're going to see it as a gift or a curse. That part's up to you, and it's all perception. In Spirit's eyes, it's always a gift. If it comes to you, it's meant for you. Okay? Anyways, so the Fool, the Nine of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, the Hermit. The good news is, Libra, is that things end up on solid ground. Okay? I feel like there's this shift, there's this change happening, and you're very on the fence about it, maybe very guarded. skeptical, you know, if some of you, if you've made the right decision, or there's so many different things that I feel like you're considering. But the truth is that you end up on the 10 of Pentacles, which is like a sense of safety, stability, security. It may not be what you exactly thought it would be, but it's exactly what you need. And there's some spiritual reflection here. There's some spiritual growth here. There's also this need for maybe alone time. You would be shocked what quality alone time can do for you to regenerate you and give yourself that space, especially when you're feeling like the 5 of Wands, you know, when you're all pent up and frustrated. That's the time where you got to say time out. Let me go to a quiet space and recenter myself. But for the most part, Libra, there's collaboration that wants to come through. There's a big change. There's something changing here, and they're saying do not resist it. Do not resist. Because your resistance isn't going to stop the change anyways. Right? Might as well go with it. So, let's see what the guidance is for you. It says let go. Exactly what I said. Once you let go of the outcome, you're going to be able to release the emotional constraints that are holding you back. Trust in your higher good and the guidance of spirit, as spirit only has your best intentions at heart. Trust that everything is working out for you. Wow, Libra, beautiful, beautiful reading. We're going to go a little bit deeper now into the love portion. I'm going to go into the you versus them, so just stay tuned and I'll see you in just a second. Welcome back. So we're going to go into the you versus them portion of the reading, Libra. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person that you are dealing with. Because it is a general reading, feel free to reverse the roles if needed. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and let's go ahead and get into it for my Libras. So Libra, whew, wow, that was a doozy of a spiritual reading. So let's see where this is going when it comes to your love life. You have the card of Scorpio. Some of you connecting with Scorpio energy, you may have that in your chart. The person you're dealing with may have it in their chart, and or it's just the influencing vibes. So what are these vibes about? Change, transformation, which is exactly what I picked up in the spiritual reading. It's a very intense and passionate energy, but it can also be very secretive, destructive, and manipulative, depending on where you're at vibrationally, right? And where this person is at. So let's see what your crowning energy is then for my Libras. You have the 7 of Cups. The person you're connecting with has the Knight of Swords. Wow. So I'm not really crazy about the Knight of Swords in this deck because it's talking about drama, gossip, you know, not the best communication. And it's showing up in your person's energy. So your person may be bringing the drama, the gossip, you know, or just weird communication. We are in a retrograde right now. And or there may be some sort of drama or gossip surrounding the connection. That's also possible. Or it could be, okay, so they want me to clarify. Sometimes it's really not that big of a deal. And they're saying this could also just be that your person's a little emo. Maybe they're a little dramatic, you know. So aren't we all sometimes? Anyways, your card is the 7 of Cups, which is talking about having choices, options. You're definitely not without options, Libra, but sometimes this can also talk about the veil, confusions, illusions. So especially paired with this Scorpio energy. So let's go further and see, Libra, what you have coming in for you for a recent past. We're going to look at what led up to the now moment. There's that 7 of Cups again. Then we're going to look at how you both see and feel about each other and where this is headed. So, very interesting. 7 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the 9 of Swords. So, Libra, there's those choices, okay, coming up again. And this also was a card from your spiritual reading, Three of Pentacles. So I feel like when it comes to people to collaborate with, or people that want to be supportive of you, there's more than one, you know, like, but there's only one that really truly matters, is what I feel. Like there's a twin flamey soulmate energy here. And at the same time, there's a lot of stress and anxiety around that connection. So it's almost like you have choices, you have options, but there's one main attraction. You know what I mean? Like one main man, one main woman, one main character, okay, that seems to have your full attention, but not always in the best way. Like sometimes I feel like there's a lot of anxiety or fearful thoughts around this connection. So let's see this person's recent past. Some of you may have been working to build a future with this person. Okay. Nine of Pentacles, Three of Cups, Four of Wands, Four of Pentacles. So this person's recent past, I feel like may have been really focused on their goals, their goal planning, their social network, friends, networking within the workplace as well, possibly. It's a very like celebratory, going out energy, having fun, and yet there's this quietness here with the Four of Pentacles, keeping something close to their chest. So I feel like even though this person seems very outgoing to me, and I also heard outspoken, they always keep something close to their chest, right? Or close to their heart. Or maybe they've been keeping you close to their heart, but we'll see. So let's go into how you perceive each other then. How does Libra see this person? The Star, the Strength, ooh, very strongly. The Hanged Man in the reverse. Beautiful. The King of Wands. So I feel like you see this person's positive attributes first and foremost. Not saying that they don't have negative traits. We all do. But you're primarily focused, or at least Spirit is encouraging you to focus on the good things about this person. Meaning like their highlights, okay? I feel like you feel very strongly. I feel you feel very guided divinely to this person. I feel you have a very clear sense of who they really are at the core of who they are, underneath the flaws, underneath how other people see them. I feel like you see the true essence of this person, and it's really a beautiful energy to hold for anyone, right? Anybody. We all would love to be looked at through the eyes of unconditional love, and yet we do not often look to others with unconditional love. It's like we want what we don't give. But in this instance, and it's almost hard for me to get those words out, in this instance or in this moment, I feel like you are seeing them through the eyes of unconditional love, or you are attuned there, meaning you're able to see past what maybe others don't see past, or maybe what you even saw wrong with this person in the past. So very empowering energy. I feel like you see this person very clearly. So if there's some sort of mirage or illusion around them, I also feel like you've unmasked that. There's a very powerful energy around the connection. So let's see this person's perception of you. Three of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles, the Hermit. The Knight of Swords, which is out twice. Ooh, this is giving me a headache. Oh my goodness. So, Libra, I feel like this person definitely wants to work with you. I heard gets along with you really well, or they feel like they have the ability to get along with you. They feel like they can build with you. You inspire this person to work on themselves, both physically and spiritually. But there's something they're avoiding. And I picked this up back here. There's something they're avoiding here. And there's like an avoidance. What are they avoiding? Let's see if I can get a clarifier on that. It could also be that they feel you avoid them. Okay, so let me clarify that. It could be that, but there's some sort of avoidance here. It's weird. And the Empress. So avoiding taking good care of themselves. That's a weird message. It's like this person may be so distracted with something that like they avoid caring for self or something like that, or avoid, you know, addressing their needs, or yeah, they're being encouraged to take better care of their physical well-being as well. But I feel like this person sees you as someone they can grow with. Absolutely. So let's go deeper into the love space, to the heart space. How do you feel underneath it all about this person? How do you feel? Temperance. The Six of Swords. Four of Swords. It was the Seven of Swords that popped out earlier and I put it back. Okay, well, both of you seem to be avoiding something here. So I feel like Libra, you're in your heart space. It's like you're trying to heal something. Some of you are still healing from something that hurt you in the past. And you may or may not even be aware of that, like that you still have unresolved issues from your past, some of you from childhood even. But it's like this time period is about coming to some sort of resolution with your inner child, with your inner self. I definitely got that there's something unresolved here in the connection. If it's with this person, you know, there's something that is still unresolved, okay, with them, that I feel hurt you. And I feel you trying to keep your balance here and trying to think positively, maybe even trying to force yourself to see the positive aspects of the situation or the person, as a way to manifest a different outcome. I have some very spiritually attuned Libras that watch me, so a lot of you understand law of attraction, but it's like, wow, you kind of see this person as a dream come true, and you see the good in them, but, okay. Sometimes you ignore the red flags. But your heart never ignores anything. You know, you can distract your mind, but you cannot distract your heart or your desires. Have you noticed? So it's like there's something unresolved here that I feel you're still working on. All right. So let's see this person's heart space. How are they feeling? Two of Pentacles. The Emperor. The Nine of Cups. And the King of Swords. So, heavy-handed. Okay. I don't know where that came from. I heard heavy-handed. I don't know if it makes sense to one person. Great. Somebody's heavy-handed. I don't know what that means. Like, what are they, a firm handshake? I don't know what that means. Anyways, this person is very focused on their success, on their up-and-coming, you know, goals, achievements. Like I said, very social, celebrity? No, some of you are dealing with a celebrity, but I doubt that's many of you. Or maybe this person wants to be a celebrity, because all of a sudden I'm hearing the song, because when you're a celebrity, it's adios reality. Whatever. Sometimes this person is disconnected from reality. They get a little too lofty in their mind, easily distracted as well. But at the same time, like, this person is in this space of feeling empowered and kind of going back and forth on some things that they need to have some sort of resolution about as well. So let's see what the most likely future outcome is. Of course, it's based on free will, meaning it can change. The Chariot, Justice, Magician, and I'm happy to see you in the upright, and the Page of Cups. Okay, so here's you getting your balance. Here is you balancing out the head and the heart, because I do feel as we begin the reading, there's like an imbalance going on, and I felt that in the spiritual reading too, between the head and the heart. But I feel like there's definitely movement forward here. Things are progressing. Getting your balance. This is like a fresh new beginning. It's very innocent energy. It's very apologetic. Some of you are receiving apologies or giving apologies or something like that. There's an innocence to this energy here. And then the Magician, which is a manifestation. And what are they manifesting? Oh my God. The Fool. This was crowning your spiritual reading. This same card was the Fool, which was a brand new beginning. You're manifesting some sort of brand new, fresh start when it comes to relationships, in particular this one. But it could be the budding of a new romance for some of you. But there's definitely something budding here. You know, like the bud of a flower. For some reason, why does budding sound so close to butting? I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'm getting caught up on the words, but you know what I mean. Like the bud of a flower. All right, so let's see this person's most likely future outcome. The Star. Holy crap. That was in your spiritual reading too. Competing priorities showing up here. The Seven of Wands, the Four of Wands. What's this Five of Wands? So I feel like Libra, you know, this person has wish fulfillment wanting to come in for them. They may also see you as their heart's desire or their wish fulfillment. But it's like, hold on a second. It's like they wish for peace and safety and like this very balanced environment, but they fear drama, competition, problems. And it's like, because they're at war inside of themselves, they're apt to create conflict outside of themselves. You know what I mean? Like, it's like they're having like some sort of internal battle, which could lead to frustration, which could lead to conflict or arguments, drama. But it's all up to this person as to how they want to handle things. But I heard off the handle. I feel like, I don't know if this person, like, sometimes they go off the handle or something, or whatever they're trying to avoid, the very act of attempting to avoid something actually calls it to you. Because the universe does not hear no. It only knows attention. Wherever your attention is going, whether you want it or you don't want it, the fact that there's attention given to any subject will bring it into existence. So it's like this person is in their mind, like avoiding something, they think, but in their avoidance of it, it is active in their mind, which makes it active and likely to manifest. So how do you get out of avoiding things? Be honest. Speak your truth. Don't do things that you have to avoid to begin with. This person feels a strong soulmate connection with you, and they need to let go of something that they've held on to, and they also need to let go of some judgments that are here, whether that's judgment coming from other people or judgment coming from themselves. It matters not. There's something that they need to release here in order to feel better. What is the Nine of Swords? Oh, and now I feel sick. Justice, yes. Justice. What is their justice? So whatever this conflict is, there will be justice in that situation. And out of that balance will come a more equal give and take moving forward. So, you know, sometimes we got to have it out, have a conflict, you know, say what we mean or what we think we mean, vent to get some sort of resolution. And it's not always the best way to go about it, but it works, you know. Sometimes you have to hear each other out and to really hear each other, you know what I mean? And I feel like that may be a possibility during this time frame if this person isn't careful. So let's see what the guidance is. Libra, for you. It says, believe and have fun. So, the force that works through your soul, determining what's possible or impossible. The difference between success over failure is the power of your belief. Stop. When was the last time you had fun? When was the last time you took a chance and did something silly? It's overdue. It's time to let go of that analytical mind and give yourself permission to lighten up a little bit. This does feel very serious to me. Like, the energy just feels like kind of stoic and serious. And no matter how serious life gets, and life gets serious, guys. I'm not trying to discount that. It gets hard and sometimes it overwhelms us, but no matter how serious it gets, there will always be another day. There will always be the sun coming up the next morning. There will always be another chance to renew yourself. So lighten up and go with the flow a little bit. All right, so I'm going to leave it there, Libra. Beautiful reading, zodiac signs you may be connecting with or having your own birth chart. You've got Libra, well, your energy, but I have Aquarius here, Taurus, Virgo, Leo, Scorpio. They're yawning again. Aries, wait, I need a nap. Libra again, Cancer, Sagittarius, Virgo, and Gemini. Gosh, I almost got the whole crowd here. But take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, the more you interact with this video, the better it does. So yes, comment, like, share, tell your friends about my page. Help me grow my page, guys. I was doing so good, and then I kind of took a hiatus, and now I'm trying to get it back and running. So anything you can do to help, super appreciate. I'm wishing you the very, very best either way. Donation link is in the About section. If you would like to donate, you can do so there. Otherwise, wishing you a very lovely day, Libra. And until next time, my friends, namaste.